This is what happens when we elect public servants and don't tell them what to do for us. Voting is not the end. It is just the beginning.
Hello there. Welcome to this heartwarming episode of You Were There. I am Modukwe, and I'm more than delighted that you could join me. Thank you for being here week after week as we bring you stories of the life-transforming impact of CBN partners. Thank you for every gift of love you send in. Today on the program, we'll be visiting an unusual community. If you live in metropolitan Lagos, you might have spotted it many times, especially if your journey takes you from the mainland to the island. Although it's right at the center of the bustling city, it's a community that's faced with multiple challenges. So when the CBN team rolled into town, it was the perfect answer to a people's prayer.
Behind the beautiful megacity of Lagos lies a community characterized by stagnancy and decay, built on a slow-moving body of water. Although it might seem repulsive to those who venture near, it is home to more than 100,000 men, women and children.
This is Makoko, a community in Lagos State, Nigeria. Most of these people have lived here all their lives. Seeing the filth here, being around here, I don't think I've ever been as frightened as this before. But for some people, this is their reality.
The plight of the numerous residents of this community stirred the hearts of CBN Africa and its partners with the passion to make a difference. The volunteers arrived at Makoko with energy and excitement, ready to provide free medical services to the desperate people in need. In no time, the word spread through the watery highways, so they came in their numbers: the elderly, the middle-aged, the young and the infants. For the people of Makoko, it was like an unbelievable dream come true. Their pains and their sicknesses could be treated at no cost. Right within the slums of Makoko, we stumbled on a middle-aged man, Christopher. A year ago, he started experiencing pain whenever he went to ease himself. Christopher did not have enough money to visit the hospital, so he resorted to herbal alternative, but the pains persisted. We invited him to come and get medical care for free when we heard about his challenge. On arrival, Christopher was promptly attended to. Tests were conducted and his condition was properly diagnosed. Christopher obtained drugs for free at the pharmacy, and soon his system will be free of any infection. Through this medical mission, hundreds of lives were touched by the love of Jesus. The aftermath of this is a grateful heart to God and the commendable gesture of CBN and its partners.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ fún mi ní oògùn àti glass ojú. Ọlọ́run tọ́jú ilé wọn àti ọ̀nà àti gbogbo oore tó ń ṣe fún wa, Olúwa dá padà fún wọn nílọ́po. Àdúrà mi sí wọn nìyẹn.
For those who partnered with CBN on the projects in various capacities, it was a fulfilling experience.
We provided the logistics in the area of space for CBN to have been able to carry out a lot of activities, consultation, operations, the dispensing of drugs and all the rest. So the spaces have been provided so that they can be comfortable discharging their duties.
The little impact I have made is very satisfactory to me, and I wouldn't mind still going on and on to still give back to them, because sincerely they are in their need of help.
The need of Makoko is beyond medical intervention only. But for the people, it is the love, care and concern showered on them, and the beautiful feeling of being remembered by a group of selfless persons that has made a difference. Even though the medical mission lasted for only a week, the experience will live with them for a long time to come.
Stories like these bring joy to my heart. So with the help of our amazing partners, we're able to bring laughter to gloomy hearts and restoration to ailing bodies. Now that's making a difference. You may be watching and wondering, how does CBN engage in empowerment projects, medical interventions, and produce quality family-oriented programs? What goes into the planning? Well, next up, we meet the person at the helm of affairs here at the Christian Broadcasting Network Anglophone West Africa, Dr. Felix Osamoje, and he tells us more.
Thank you, Dr. Felix Osamoje, for joining us when you were there.
Thank you, my pleasure.
We just saw a video on the medical mission to Makoko, and then the question, why Makoko?
As with every other CBN project, what we are looking for is to get help to the people who need help. The location doesn't matter to us. And so Makoko came about as a result of a survey we carried out. We wanted to do something in the Southwest because we've been doing a lot of projects in other parts of the country, and Makoko fell within that bracket.
Can you value what it costs to get this medical mission to completion?
In terms of actual cost spent, we probably will be hitting anywhere within the region of 6-7 million if we didn't get the help that we got from a lot of those companies that donated medicines to us.
Would you say that it was a success?
I would say, given what we deployed and the number of people that came out and the number of people that were able to help, I would say it was a huge success. We were able to do dental surgeries, we were able to do general surgeries. The other thing we couldn't do immediately was the eye surgeries because we were partnering with MeCure, and they, because of their own schedule, couldn't join us immediately. So we referred about 7 or so people to them, and surgeries were done like a week or so after the main medical mission concluded.
You're the regional director of CBN Africa, and you're also a partner with the 700 Club. You contribute monthly to get help to the people who need them. What does that do to you as a person, being a part of that medical mission?
It's just some good feeling you get.
What is the future for CBN operations in your region?
Looking forward, there's a lot of promise because the truth is, one, there will always be people out there who have needs. And as long as there are people out there who have needs, we will always have the opportunity to do free medical services to people, go to rural communities and provide them water, and do empowerment projects for children, or scholarship aids for orphans. So going forward, the future is bright.
Thank you so much for coming on the program today. It's so good to have you here.
It's been a privilege to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we look forward to having you next time.
Thank you.
That was a Tell-It-All segment with the Regional Director, CBN Anglophone West Africa. We say a big thank you to as many who volunteer and partner with us, using their time or resources. We pray that God bless you immensely. You're still watching You Were There. Stay with us as we continue just after this break.
From tough terrains to deep waters, bringing hope and laughter to homes and communities. Thank you, CBN partners, for helping Martha, who was almost going blind as a result of cooking over smoky fires. She had no hope for a better life until CBN gave her a pair of glasses and a brand new business. Now she can look forward to a bright future. The people of Buckinriga village are also grateful to CBN for digging a brand new water well right at the center of their village. Now, the days of lack are over. Thank you, CBN partners, for putting smiles on people's faces.
Great to have you back. As we usually say here at CBN, we are changing the world one life at a time. Up next on the program, we meet one of the persons who make touching lives possible. If you're wondering why he is committed to this vision, then you need to take a look.
My name is Sam Praise. I'm a pastor, a gardener, and a partner with the 700 Club. God created man and placed him in the garden among plants and other creatures of God. Plants just make me happy. Ministry to me is a call to work with God and to affect humanity. What inspired me to partner with the 700 Club was a program I watched, CBN activities all around the world, helping the less privileged with their humanitarian services. So I have a kind of heart to do that. Please let us join hands with the 700 Club to bring smiles on the faces of our brothers and sisters.
Spreading God's love to the unreached is an amazing reason for committing to a mission of supporting a project. You have eyes to watch and ears to interact with me at this moment. But in a remote village somewhere in northern Nigeria, CBN came across a young boy who hadn't ever heard the sound of a human voice. His deepest prayer was simple, that I may hear. Did he get an answer to his prayer? Find out in this next story.
Goodness is almost 3 years old and is just learning to say his first few words. It's taking him a bit longer than other kids because Goodness was born deaf.
Whenever I stood behind him and clapped my hands or dropped any heavy metallic object on the ground, I noticed my son never responded. Then I got him tested and found out he was deaf. I worried and cried, and I didn't know what I could do to help him.
Goodness was born premature. His parents, Zephaniah and Kauna, live in this remote village in northern Nigeria, where the closest clinic is miles away. When CBN organized a training session to teach villagers about basic medical care, the couple volunteered. Kauna learned how to properly deliver a baby. So when she went into labor at just 7 months, she knew what to do to successfully deliver a son. And because of the training, she knew that both her and her baby's lives were in danger. So she took Goodness to a distant clinic.
The knowledge I got from the training helped me a lot. The delivery went well, and I knew I had to get my son to the clinic quickly.
Baby Goodness survived, but he was deaf and needed a hearing aid.
As a farmer, I don't make much money. I gathered together all that we had from selling our produce, but it wasn't nearly enough for a hearing aid. When CBN offered to help us, that made us very happy.
First, we paid for all of Goodness's medical tests. Then we gave him properly fitted hearing aids. Soon he said, "Mama," for the first time.
Before now, it was impossible for Goodness to say anything. But after he got the hearing aid, he calls me Mama.
We're also helping pay Goodness's tuition at a special speech therapy school. As he grows, he'll be able to communicate with other kids, go to school, get an education, and have a normal life.
What a remarkable experience. Thanks to you, our partners, Kauna now has a chance at a happy and more rewarding life. Kauna is just one out of so many other children and people in need of our help. If we could do this, then we can do so much more. Will you partner with us in being a blessing to more people and bringing joy to more communities? Join us today by giving a one-time gift or a monthly donation. If you're saying yes to this urgent request, contact us via the details on your screen and we'll be happy to hear from you. Still to come, our Orphans Promise met with a young boy who had to live apart from his mother because she didn't have the resources to take care of him. What happened next? After the break, we will bring you the full story.
Life is a gift, and it offers us the privilege, opportunity, and responsibility to give something back as we become more. Many women, children, and families are suffering and in need, wondering where the next meal will come from. Lend a helping hand today. Be the strength when others are weak. Be the smile where others frown. Be the joy when there is so much pain. Be more. Join the 700 Club. Lend a helping hand to someone today.
Here in Sierra Leone, people work very hard and make very little. I met a young man named Dennis who is an extremely hard worker. You see, Dennis has big dreams.
Dennis lived with his mother, Taiwu, in this small house. His father abandoned the family when he was just a baby. They tried to make a living by selling charcoal for cooking, but they barely made 50 cents a day.
There were times when I go to school without lunch. I have to beg my friends.
Taiwu couldn't provide for her son, so she let him move into a children's home built by Orphans Promise. She's right down the street, and she and her son are still very close. But at the children's home, Pastor Jacob and his wife are giving nearly 24 children opportunities they can't find anywhere else. Here they have food and places to study. Dennis will have a chance to go to college and pursue his dream of becoming a lawyer. He says when he grows up, he wants to help people and take care of his mother.
If we could help your mom, would you like to help us help her?
Really?
We knew Taiwu couldn't keep selling charcoal, so Dennis helped us give her a big surprise.
An opportunity to start your own store. Dennis is at a fresh beginning. Now you need a fresh beginning, right?
I appreciate it.
Yeah. God bless you. Yeah.
Thanks to Orphans Promise, Dennis can look forward to a bright future while still being close to his mother. And Taiwu will be able to run a business from home and have a better life too. Before we left, we had one last little surprise for Dennis. We saw the kids playing with an old flat soccer ball, so we went out and got them a new one.
Thank you, CBN, for building up a new home for children like us. I want to say big thanks to you.
Didn't that look like a storybook ending? Dennis and his mother could live like a family again because she cared enough to make that dream come true. Have you ever got a well done for something you worked on? Well, that's how we feel when you reach out to us and commend us on our Facebook platform. You can check out our Facebook page. That's Facebook.com/CBN You Were There. Once you're there, drop a comment of your own. But before then, here's a sneak peek of one of them. Thank you so much for keeping in touch. Please keep the messages coming in. We look forward to hearing from you. Well, this is the time we draw the curtains on today's episode of You Were There. We only have 30 minutes to inspire you with the stories we bring your way, but you have a lifetime to make a difference. So go ahead, step out and touch a life. Be the world changer you were born to be. Goodbye and God bless.
Station for excellence.
Hi there, tired of power failure? Get reliable, uninterrupted power with StarTime Solar. StarTime Solar is all-in-one hybrid energy solution, comes in H50, H100, 10 kVA models